This is CryptoTube, welcome to the channel. In today's video, taking you through Glitch protocol. This is the next TrustSwap Launchpad project. Bit of a mouthful there. And so I'm going to go through this today with you. I'm a TrustSwap staker. I get involved with these pre-sales. And so if this is something you like and you follow along with, make sure you do subscribe to the channel for future TrustSwap Launchpads as well. So let's take a look at Glitch and see what it's all about. So this is Glitch.Finance, this is their website, and this is where you're going to find out most of the information through the roadmap and through the white paper. So I've had a good read of the white paper and we'll have a look at that today. Essentially, Glitch is a fully built, scalable blockchain that is interoperable with Ethereum. And that's a very important thing to note. So when I first looked at this and I saw it was its own blockchain, that means it's not built on Ethereum. I was like, this could be a problem. But the fact they are interoperating with Ethereum is a check mark, as if you were to build your own oasis away from where all the action is on ETH. You know, that's a surefire way of getting absolutely no transactions and no network effect. So the interoperability is a tick mark in my book. So it says it wants to be the DeFi operating system. It's a blockchain agnostic super protocol purpose built to facilitate trustless money markets. So they've built this project with one thing in mind: create a blockchain built for DeFi, custom built for it. And so it needs to be scalable and interoperable. They say that Glitch was built from the ground up and designed to improve upon the best of existing chains. Lightning fast and features near zero transaction fees, which is epic. And Glitch is geared specifically for DeFi with scaling and profit share at its core. So a few buzzwords in there and some things to get investors' ears perks up. So how does it go about doing this? Well, it has a scalable consensus method, delegated proof of stake algorithm, and this delivers low latency and high throughput transaction processing. So you're going to be able to interact with this blockchain as if you were on a traditional finance application. It works quickly, efficiently, unlike with the likes of Uniswap where you're waiting a long time and it's rather bloated. Profit sharing vault as well. So the Glitch dApps automatically share revenue with network participants via a network vault, incentivizing active development and user engagement. And the main services built on this are the token wrapping, so taking the likes of Ethereum and Ethereum-based assets and running them on dApps on the Glitch network, providing the same asset spread and potential benefits as Ethereum, but without that congestion. So it takes an ERC20, the Ethereum standard, and brings it over to a GRC20, the Glitch standard. Then they're also building out a DEX, and as they call Glitch, they've called it the GEX, a permissionless peer-to-peer engine that enables users to trade assets quickly, cheaply, and securely, bringing unprecedented speed and low transaction costs. So this all sounds very nice, and we're going to dive into the specifics of this within the white paper in a second. So consensus method, DPoS. Is it a fork? No. Entirely new code base here. Is development complete? No. If you actually check out the roadmap, you can see what is still left to be built out here. Token will be GLCH as the ticker. 88,888,888 is the total number of token supply, and the public sale on January the 11th via the TrustSwap Launchpad. So 4 days from today, this goes live with the public token offering via TrustSwap. And if you haven't got involved with one of these before, very easy to do. However, if you are in the US, you are excluded from these, unfortunately. Glitch is developing a brand new blockchain dedicated to decentralized finance, building with scaling and profit share at its core, and the protocol offers high transaction throughput, near zero fees, and a profit sharing model. So it's going to be appealing to both investors, dApp developers, and the end user, and created by a seasoned team of blockchain professionals. So the main guys here are Sean and Julian. You can check out their information here and what they've previously done and where they've been working. And it also says the teams consisted of a marketing manager and developers, plural. And I guess they must have a small team of developers as they are trying to do something that is rather ambitious with all the things they want to roll out. What I would like to see in here is information on the developers, what have they previously worked on, their kind of experience, and maybe some of their track records. That would be quite good to see additionally to this. But continuing through on this Medium article on the TrustSwap Medium page, you get an idea, a bit of a flavor of what it's all about. So the profit sharing vault model and a DEX with a unified token framework. So the profit share is 20% of all network fees and revenues from dApps deposited into a vault on the Glitch protocol. And then those tokens from the vault are shared to all Glitch stakers supporting the network's computational requisites. So you stake, you help the ecosystem, you secure the network, you get a 20% revenue share from this. So the big thing to take away from this is that if you are able to achieve what they're trying to set out and you are able to create this new ecosystem on Glitch, that could be very large. Clearly at this stage, we don't know what it's going to look like. That is kind of the risk and the reward to all of these. If it does develop, it grows, gets adoption, 20% of network fees on a new platform like this could be rather significant in the future. Again, I think from reading through this information today, you'll see that this is more of a long-term play. This is not going to be a quick flip. You want to see how this develops, as if it develops in the right manner, it could be massive. But on the flip side, there is a lot of risk here because it is not yet fully built out and we don't know what the adoption rate is going to be for this. So this is the investor conundrum. Do you get involved with these or do you opt out? And for me, oftentimes I decide to opt in because I see the opportunity cost of not getting involved as being greater than the US dollars that I'm going to put forward in the sale. So one of the big items is the decentralized exchange. It sounds like what they're trying to build is similar to a Uniswap, but on their own chain, fully integrating all the ERC20 assets, providing liquidity for them, but as GRC20 assets, and giving you the opportunity to trade with no fees or very low fees. And this would make it more accessible to smaller investors, as currently trading on Uniswap, if you're paying $30 for a transaction, clearly someone who's going to be trying to invest a few $100, not really worth them doing. So the token framework they're building out will be a Glitch token, the GRC20 standard as mentioned, and all dApps built on Glitch will use this single token for transaction governance and ensuring cohesion across the various dApps for DeFi within the ecosystem. And then we've got more information on the public offering here via TrustSwap, and then it also tells us that liquidity staking rewards will go live as the LP token of the Uniswap GLCH ETH pair will be the first incentive program and will run for 3 months. So you will be able to liquidity mine this when it launches. And as you can see, this is ERC20 compatible, so their token will be on Uniswap, which is ideal. They're going to use the TrustSwap team for the team token vesting, the token holder vesting, and also liquidity locks as well. Initial market cap just over $1.3 million, price per token 9 cents. If you get involved with the public sale, there's no vesting schedule, all unlocked from day one. In terms of the LPs here, 1% of the tokens will be rewarded over that 3-month period on Uniswap. There's vesting periods for seed rounds and private rounds here. You can check out all this information directly on the Medium article here in your own time. And in terms of getting involved, you need to stake 3,000 swap to guarantee yourself an entry into this one. If you've got a swap score of over 20k, you can get 1.5x the allocation. 50k swap score will get you 2 times the allocation. And if you are a swap staker in the top 1,000 swap scores, 1% of the total supply will be airdropped to you at a later date. So many reasons to be involved with swap and to be staking it. And the snapshot for that top 1,000 will be taken on the day of the launchpad offering. So you could go in, buy a load of TrustSwap tokens to ensure you get the airdrop. And the Swap Foundation gets 0.5% of the total supply as well. And this is the URL down here that you need to access on January the 11th to get involved. And you're going to need some form of photo ID and to take a selfie of yourself to get involved with this. It's all pretty straightforward with TrustSwap, no problems in the past. So I don't envisage any issues going forward onto this launch event either. So this is the Glitch white paper. The white paper is kind of summarized across some of these Medium articles that they've put out as well. But I think it's best to actually read through the white paper. If you're investing in anything, the white paper is where you're going to find the real meat of the project. And so make sure you do read this. We're going to go through it today. It's only 9 pages in total, so it shouldn't take you too long. So they paint the picture of DeFi being an emerging market, as we know, but there is a dire need for a highly scalable way of actually providing all these transactions and running all these dApps due to the bloat on Ethereum, as we know, it is rather inefficient. And so they're saying that their custom built blockchain is the way that this needs to go. And the kind of things that they can offer with their custom built blockchain is free usage. So no gas fees for using this network, would be able to support millions of users, as this can scale to hundreds of thousands of transactions per second, and it can be easily upgraded and has low latency. And in terms of onboarding the next million users into DeFi, a successful blockchain operating system must be free for users in order to encourage widespread adoption. And with current DeFi protocols, of course, if you were to sit down maybe your mum and show her how to use a DeFi app, maybe use a money market on Aave or something, the complexity and the gas fees would put off the average person. So you can see that they paint the picture of a new way of doing things that's required. And so this is where the Glitch blockchain comes into the forefront. So it says that it's inspired by EOS, one of the most successful blockchains developed for scalability, but it has some key advantages, such as scalability from layer 1, low latency, high throughput of transaction processing. It also supports token wrapping to improve the scalability and to reduce transaction costs. And it utilizes a stakeholder carousel to ensure fair governance and incentivize community support through a profit-sharing vault. So one of the main benefits here of using delegated proof of stake is that this is the consensus method that actually allows for the scalability and the transaction speed required to support DeFi at scale. And this is incredibly fast. Blocks are produced every 0.5 second. Only one block producer is authorized to produce a new block at each time, and it uses Byzantine fault tolerance to ensure that multiple forks are not created. So Glitch doesn't allow for block producers to be chosen by vote. Instead, using a carousel system, it gives each stakeholder an equal chance to produce the next block, and this prevents a small group of block producers from effectively hijacking the blockchain and governance of the operating system. And it says Ethereum has a much smaller user base than traditional finance, yet the operating system is already plagued by slow transaction speeds and high fees to confirm the transaction, and it remains years away from low latency and the high throughput that DPoS actually achieves. So this is the main part here. So the token wrapping service is something that brings the ERC20s over to the GRC20 standard. And it says that all smart contracts function as sidechains on the core Glitch blockchain, with transactions automatically verified by witness and kept in blocks. So the advantage of this is that users will not pay any transaction fees on Glitch as they do with ETH at present. Users who have ERC20s in their Ethereum accounts must register their Ethereum address with Glitch, and this ensures your balance will be mirrored in the new Glitch coin balance when an initial blockchain snapshot is created. So this token wrapping allows users to integrate tokens other than Glitch coin with the Glitch blockchain using a cross-chain bridge. So you can actually move across a variety of different tokens, and it says it doesn't have to just be Ethereum based, but maybe the likes of EOS as well, or even on a different blockchain other than that. You can use the wrapping service to bring your tokens to the GRC20 standard. So what's the real benefit of doing this? Well, it's like a test ground almost, or somewhere where a dApp can come and build on the Glitch network at a fraction of the cost and the transaction fees of Ethereum to maybe try stuff out, maybe go experimental with this, or to just mirror stuff over here on the Glitch standard and see if people come and use it. And by implementing a load of different blockchains and their assets onto Glitch, this will inhibit transaction speeds. And so if all these blockchain assets from EOS, Litecoin, ERC20, etc. come and coexist here on the Glitch network, you then have a operating system that doesn't have the bloat, doesn't have the slow transactions, but then you've also got a wider exposure of a range of assets greater than what you see currently on the Ethereum network. So this is the internal token exchange. This should be called the DEX or the GEX as they've previously mentioned. And this is where you can actually create different pairs of tokens and become a liquidity provider for pools of these different tokens. So you could just come in here, create maybe a Glitch version of Synthetics and a Glitch version of EOS, create a market pair and run it on this DEX. And then you will have people who want to be liquidity providers, you'll have traders all meeting up and then using this swap smart contract And this smart contract serves as the internal market maker, executing trades by drawing on liquidity pools for the specific tokens. And you can see down here, if I zoom in, the fees for this DEX will be 0.03%. So very similar into the way Uniswap actually functions. So the kind of things they're going to build out on this are stable coins, new tokens, lending smart contracts. So you're going to have money markets on here. And of course, you're going to have that DEX smart contract as well. So there's going to be a wide variety of things being built out on here. So essentially, they're kind of, in a way, mimicking what's on Ethereum, bringing it over to the Glitch blockchain seamlessly, and then having a more efficient way of using Ethereum, basically. Glitch will implement a lending smart contract mimicking the functions of commercial banks in the blockchain environment, a token contract which can be used to create a stablecoin and serves the role of central banks in traditional finance, and a swapping smart contract discussed above that allows users to exchange tokens through the Glitch blockchain, and all transactions made using Glitch decentralized finance smart contracts are fully auditable and fully transparent on their blockchain. And then in terms of the 20% profit share, a bit more information on that. By having that revenue share, it actually fosters community support for the Glitch dApps by giving coin holders financial incentives to help dApp developers generate the revenue, creating a positive feedback loop so developers can count on community support and coin holders are rewarded with tokens that can then be spent through the dApps across the Glitch network. And then we've got a visual of how the wrapping platform would actually work. So you bring your ERC20 token in, send that in, and admin then sends a bridge token to the user, updates the balance on the database, and then the admin asks for a Glitch address to the user, sends the Glitch tokens to the user, and then updates the balance in the database. And then you're going to receive the GRC20 token on the other side and then be able to interact with the money markets and all the dApps that are built out on top of Glitch. So they say that they believe Glitch offers a new operating system, precision defined with scalable solutions that make the necessary leap to challenge the dominance of traditional centralized financial markets. So a few similarities they draw up. They say Glitch is similar to Avalanche. If you've not heard of that, go and check out what Avalanche are building, in that dApps can be launched on their own custom sidechains, but it differs because Avalanche is built using a DAG, whilst Glitch uses a pure blockchain approach, meaning that tens of thousands of transactions per second are possible without the centralized risk of a DAG. And Glitch also plans to incorporate token wrapping, where dApps can be run with low fees, all in service of the Glitch ultimate goal to become the global financial rail. So very big ambitions, as you'd expect. So you can kind of see the comparisons between the DEX, the Glitch DEX, the GEX, and Uniswap here. It says they will deploy widely used ERC20 assets, making them available through this GEX with sub-second transaction finality at a fraction of the current cost on ETH-based DEXs. It focuses on real-time settlement and runs on lightning-fast dedicated proof-of-stake consensus, and it uses the same automated market making model as Uniswap and SushiSwap, but also builds in the profit sharing element. So I think they've kind of looked at the vampire attack of Sushi and kind of cloned that in a way. So you can implement a profit sharing feature, and this is a way of drawing across some of the liquidity, as you're going to get greater rewards on Glitch rather than using the likes of Uniswap DEX. And they see this decentralized exchange, the GEX, as an important piece of the overall ecosystem, and it to be a tool for the crypto community to trade and interact with DeFi protocols without getting gouged by extreme fees, making DeFi entry possible for small investors and cost efficient for everyone. So I think that's the main takeaway from this, that if you can bring all the benefits of Ethereum, bring it onto a new custom built blockchain, and then you can take advantage of almost zero fees. Quick block finality means quick finality of transactions and just overall improvements of user experience as compared to ETH versions. And of course, we know that any DeFi application needs an Oracle solution, and they've gone with API 3 here. API 3 is one I've certainly got my eye on. API 3 provides the data feeds here, and these decentralized APIs aggregate data from first-party oracles operated by some of the world's premier API providers. And so this is secure and cost-efficient alternative solutions rather than using an intermediary. And this is what the co-founder of API3 said. We certainly share Glitch's view on the need for scalable, low friction and low cost platform solutions for DeFi. Thus, we are excited to support them through the integration of API3's DAPIs, decentralized data feeds that will provide DeFi apps on Glitch with highly reliable, transparent, and decentralized price reference data. So if you build a DApp on Glitch, you're going to be using the API3 data feeds for your pricing. So this is a notable partner to have and to ensure that dApps can come and plug and play with your ecosystem from day one. So I'm very keen to hear your guys' thoughts. Can you drop a comment down below? Let me know what's interesting about this. What are the pros? What are the cons that you see? Clearly trying to bring over the network effect, to bring over the communities from Ethereum may be difficult, but if we can see some notable partners come and join with Glitch, maybe it's not that too far away, because the current fees on Ethereum are making it almost impossible to transact with some of the DeFi applications unless you're doing thousands of dollars at a time. And at this point in time, we're seeing a lot of new users coming into crypto, and of course that is going to put them off. So maybe this is really well timed for the scalability issues that we're currently experiencing. I'm going to be getting involved with this one on the TrustSwap launchpad. If you've got any issues, check out my links down below. You can join me on Discord, for example, or on Patreon, and we can talk one-to-one. That is all for today, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.